I'm just going to get the evening started and introduce our guests. And I need my glasses for this. Actually, Cliff, you flew in from North Carolina just to be with us today. So Cliff Ritalik. Cliff is the accompanist at the Academy of Motion Picture Museum. He is the resident accompanist for the UCLA Film and Television Archive, the Silent Movie Theater when it goes around, and retro format silent films, which is still active. He's also the musical director for the Los Angeles Silent Film Festival. He is a highly regarded and sought-after composer for film, television, and the web. His score for the 2016 documentary For the Love of Their Brother about the events of 9/11, which premiered on National Public Television, won a Silver Telly Award for original music. Cliff has also had a very long career in music, in the music industry, arranging and playing on tracks for such legendary people like Alice Cooper, Haley Reinhart, Cat Stevens, Smokey Robinson, Wanda Jackson, Billy Joel, Kiss, Sammy Hagar. I mean, the list goes on, and many, many others. So please give a warm round of applause for Mr. Cliff Ritalik. And also we have our wonderful Hammond organ and Leslie speaker provided by Bill Axman and his wife. They come every year when I do a silent film to provide this. So thank you very much also, Bill. I haven't acknowledged him in the past, but this speaker fills up the entire room. And then finally, I want to introduce, of course, our special guest for tonight, Miss Suzanne Lloyd, the granddaughter of Harold Lloyd and Mildred Lloyd. She was raised at their famed Beverly Hills estate, Green Acres. Recognizing Suzanne's business aptitude, Harold prepared her to manage his legacy, and at his passing in 1971, entrusted Suzanne, who was then 19 years old, with his film and 3D photography libraries, the latter containing more than 200,000 images. Since then, Suzanne has dedicated her life to preserving and sharing her grandfather's work. She has presented Harold Lloyd's films and archives at festivals worldwide, from Tribeca and AFI's 50th anniversary festival to Bologna and San Francisco, and oversaw the international digital release of Lloyd's features and shorts. In 2016, she partnered with the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences to showcase Harold's extraordinary 3D photography collection, including rare images from Disneyland's opening days. Suzanne has served more than 20 years as a trustee of the American Film Institute and is the author of 3 books. She collaborates closely with Criterion, the Packard Humanities Institute, and UCLA Film and Television Archive on restorations of the Lloyd Library, and has produced acclaimed Criterion releases of several of Harold's most beloved films, Safety Last, The Freshman, Speedy, and The Kid Brother. And she's currently working on the restorations of Why Worry, Girl Shy, and Hot Water, which will be released through Criterion early next year and will also be shown in theaters. And she's also working currently on developing a biopic about her grandfather. Please give her a warm round of applause and a warm welcome, Ms. Suzanne Lloyd.
Thank you very much, Sammy. It's lovely to be back here in this theater. I was here last year with Girl Shy, and was anybody here last year to see Harold? Because you were great. Because today is a very special day for all silent film actors. It's National Silent Film Day, and this was put into place about 6 years ago. So all the stars of the silent era have a special dedicated day. But as of today, and to show Eastern Westerner, which is a little short, from 1920, it stars Harold Lloyd, my grandfather, and Mildred Davis, my grandmother. And I love seeing the two of them together, and because they were so dear to me. And as Sammy said, they did raise me, and I lived with them. They were like my parents. So to put them up there on the silver screen on National Silent Movie Day, that's a great treat. The film, The Freshman, was shot in 1925. centennial anniversary this year. In this film, Harold had at this point married Mildred Davis, and they had one little girl, and her name was Gloria, and she happened to be my mom. And Harold was very passionate about making a film about a college, and it had never been done before. And the story of The Freshman is about a boy goes to college, and he's kind of, he thinks that he's been accepted by everybody, but he's not, and they're kind of bullying him. But in those days, his writer, his gag man at the studio, said, look, Harold, you're crazy. You're making romantic comedies and stunt movies, and this is great, but nobody wants to go and see a guy who's going to college and who's in a football game. Nobody's ever done a film about football. So anyway, he just said, no, I really want to do it. And the funny thing is, this film, The Freshman, was one of Harold's biggest hits, but as it stands today in the registry, it's number 8 in ESPN's best sports movies ever. So he won the game in the movie and actually in his thoughts about this. And part of this was because he never had a college education, and I think he really wanted to have a feeling that he had gone to college. He was self-educated. I actually just came from his high school in Denver 2 days ago, showing The Freshman for a fundraiser for the school. But he never had that opportunity. So The Freshman, I think, was very, very dear to his heart. We have a wonderful accompaniment. Thank you. We've done so many shows together. And this is the way silent films were really shown. They were shown with live music, maybe with a full orchestra, or with a great Wurlitzer organ, a great pianist, and half of the opportunity and the feeling of seeing a silent film is having live music with it. That's the other side of, it's a full program. And Harold really felt so strongly about this that when he put out movies, he tried and gather really young composers, or Walter Scharf, who was one of your top composers, to put music to his films when he put them out in cinemas to new audiences. And his belief was that you had to modernize these films with new scores to put life into them. So I really hope you enjoy this tonight, because you've got a master at the keyboard here on. Now, we're gonna have, Sammy's gonna help me. And I have produced a little coffee line, and it's with the legends of Hollywood. And Harold is one of the front people on the coffee. So we're gonna have a little game on a trivia of how much you know about Harold, okay? So let's start with, Harold was the glasses character, and he invented it. But did Harold have real lenses in his glasses, or did he not have lenses? Who can answer that?
So raise your hand so
Raise
Suzanne.
your, no, he raised his hand first.
Fake glasses.
Fake glasses, right. You got it. Okay. Okay. Who knows how many children Harold had with Mildred? 3? You won. Great. Now, this is going to be tricky. When Harold left Hell Roach after Safety Last in 1923, and that was actually the same time that he married his leading lady, Mildred Davis, who became his wife with the 3 children. that Harold Lloyd ever appeared in 1947. And I'll tell you, it was produced by Preston Sturgis and Howard Hughes. What?
The Legend of Harold Littlewhite.
Very good. You got it. And if we really dive into this one, what was the first talking film that Harold did? Okay.
Already one I won't say.
Oh, you can't, okay. Anybody else? Come on, there's gotta be something. No? Okay. Well, I know I have a relative back there, it's my son. And maybe he, oh, right here, maybe he can tell you. This is Christopher Hayes. What was Harold Lloyd's first talking?
Welcome, Danger.
Very good. You never share this with the guests. Yeah, you could have gone south on that one.
I'll give it to my aunt.
Oh, okay. Anyway, this coffee label, it's so cute. It's produced by a gal in Arkansas. It's called Breakfast at Dominic's. And 20% of proceeds goes to supporting senior dogs and taking care of them. So the last question is, does anybody know the breed of dog that Harold used to breed and show, and it was his favorite dog?
Great Danes.
Very good. Wow. Okay. All right. After the film, be outside. Sammy's going to